Miguel, first FA Cup quarter-final since 2020, but it was a real FA Cup tie today. Mansfield made it difficult, didn't they?
It was a proper FA Cup game, and credit to Mansfield, the stadium, the atmosphere that the fans created. It was a bit of banter, great atmosphere as well for them to keep pushing the team, and they made it really difficult for us.
On a game like today where it's challenging, is it just those moments of quality that you need? They were two great finishes from your forward players in Madueke and Eze, weren't they?
Yes, if not, you have to be much more ruthless in front of goal than we were today, because we have 4 or 5 big open chances that we didn't convert. So if that's the case, then the margin becomes smaller. You give hope to the opposition. Obviously, we made a mistake on the goal as well that cost us the momentum and the belief for them. But overall, happy with the performance. We have 2 16-year-olds in the starting lineup, which is, I don't know if ever happened as well, and I'm very, very proud of them.
I can tell you're happy with your team's performance today. It feels as if at the moment things are going well. We're getting to this part of the season where results mean so much, performances mean so much, but it feels like the mood within your group is so positive.
It is. I think everybody feels involved. Obviously, we're playing in all fronts, and we have all the desire that game by game we can start to be a little bit closer to the things that we can achieve. So yeah, that's what we have to keep.
Evs, that was a proper FA Cup tie. Talk me through the finish. Absolutely no safety. You can't beat putting it in the top bins, can you?
Yeah, it was. I just saw the space and I saw the opportunity to shoot, so I took it. Yeah, difficult environment to play in today, but we don't really need to do, and we're through to the next round.
Yeah, job done from your team today. You're now still fighting on 4 fronts. You see what it means to your supporters. How much are you enjoying that process of being part of a cup final coming up through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, Champions League, Premier League? It's a good time to be in an Arsenal shirt.
Yeah, 100%. This is what we aim for. This is what we're pushing for every single day. We're working hard. So to be in this position is important. It's where we want to be. And yeah, we'll keep going.
I'm sure you all set targets at the start of the season, and right now you're right in amongst them. They're all achievable. How are you finding that change of having the targets at the start to now you're on the brink of doing something really special?
Yeah, I think it's the mentality of taking each day, each game as it comes, and doing what needs to be done. Putting ourselves in the position, because without focusing on the process, you don't get there. So yeah, we're working hard. We're doing everything we can.
It was well done. Good.
Absolutely brilliant game for a neutral there. Martin, you're not neutral, I'll ask you, Maka.
I can hear the disappointment. I hear the disappointment in your voice. But anyway, they managed this great.
I think regardless of whether you're affiliated with Arsenal or whether you're affiliated with Mansfield, the game was the game, wasn't it? It was an excellent game. It was a League One side doing themselves proud against arguably the best team in Europe, as I said before the game, possibly the world, because the European teams are normally stronger. Arsenal just had that little tiny bit of quality when you can call on the likes of Eze and Saka and Yuri and Timber to come on when you just need to get over the line. That's exactly what they did, and that's exactly what they did, and they withstood that little bit of aerial pressure near the end, which you have to. They showed really good character, but I thought as an FA Cup tie goes, it was brilliant. Crowd really enjoyed themselves. Arsenal are the rightful winners, and Mansfield walk off the pitch, look at themselves in the mirror, and are really, really proud of themselves. Nigel Clough and his boys were excellent. They really were.
Yeah, great.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment to Mansfield that they've
had
had to put those really star quality players on, and Eze as well, scoring that goal. Not scored since the cup final. He came on and really showed it's about quality, isn't it? You need to get through these matches.
All his goals have been against Tottenham as well, so a new team for us today.
Stop going on about Tottenham all the
I don't know
time.
why that came out just then. I know. I need to know my audience, really, don't I? I'm glad to reprimand me. Let's have a look at the goals. Noni Madueke. It took him 41 minutes, though, to open the scoring today, but ultimately just power behind the shot.
Yeah, nice save. Falls to Martinelli, who recycles it. This is just a lovely hit, isn't it? On his left foot, on his favoured left foot. As I said, whether it takes a little deflection, it doesn't matter. The deviation of the ball, the flight of the ball, he was always aiming it away from the goalkeeper, inside of the foot, bending it away, and it was a beautiful finish to open the scoring.
Yeah, I mean that in training, he'd be hitting a lot of balls from there, and he kind of he walked into it, slowed himself down, and then pulled the trigger. Bang, explosive, really good finish.
For Mansfield Town, it's been about moments and memories. And Maka, you turned to me and said, no matter what happens today, Will Evans will always remember this moment.
Yeah, we mentioned it at half time. The first 10 minutes were paramount. They had to come out and they had to fire, and this is just a little bit of, well, Mosquera really doesn't do his job. I'll leave that to you, Martin. He has to go forward, you'd think, and make the challenge, because as soon as he turns really, really slowly. Salmon goes inside to Mosquera, probably should have went to Dalman, but Mosquera then, he, as the experienced player, has to go forward and really influence the ball, and he doesn't, and he makes it, I'm not saying he makes it easier for Lewis, he doesn't, but he has
and even Kepa could have perhaps have got there as well.
That's the only thing, isn't it?
It was a loose pass from the young man Salmon, but I suppose Mosquera's there, slightly more senior, to actually go. Maybe he could have risked
Go forward,
it.
yes, I think so.
Perhaps he didn't want to get sent off, or a yellow or whatever in that situation. But you can't. It was an emphatic finish. The way that Will Evans puts that away. I mean, he'll have that. He'll be rewinding that for many years to come.
I'm sure every Mansfield fan will, because the noise in here just erupted as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They've been waiting for that. And fans have been here since 8 a.m. this morning, these Mansfield fans.
I know, they've thoroughly enjoyed themselves, haven't they? 8 a.m, the beers were out, I saw that in those yellow cups. They're not fooling anybody. And they've had a wonderful time. We've had a lot of conversations with a lot of them. Loads of them have stayed behind, now still in the stands looking down on some of the players some of the Mansfield players who have come out. So they totally deserve a lovely day. And a lot of Mansfield fans I've spoken to are really proud of the team as well. They said, that was great, wasn't it? That was great. They just need to do it again against Reading, as Nigel said before the game. The main thing now is staying in League One, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this was a banana skin, really. I mean, from the got here first thing in the morning, the crowd, the atmosphere, the energy around it. You okay, is there going to be a massive upset? The pitch didn't look incredible. It was like, okay, great leveler. And then you saw the first half, the way they come out. The performances that they put in today, I think they can be very proud of their performance, but they have to. It's imperative. League One has to be protected at Mansfield. Go forward now and start winning some games.
Yeah, we've lost Macca, but that's what it's all about. Rhys Oates there, just having a quick chat with
Rhys,
Macca,
I thought you
player
were
of the match
outstanding.
there.
Thank you.
Outstanding. My man of the match. Well done.
It was everybody's man of the match. That's why he's got the little red badge.
I don't care about anybody else.
Oh, brilliant. Let's have a look at the winner from Berra Eze today.
And again, it's just that bit of quality, isn't it? This is what you get. Eze making, I was going to say a yard of space. It's not. It's a quarter of a yard of space, and the power it generates, Martin, from that.
Yeah, but do you know the thing that's emphatic, isn't it? Look, he's watching from the bench, and there's one or two chances, and people haven't really hit through the ball properly. Okay, the one goal that Arsenal scored, but then he's getting his chance. Right, do you know what, guys?
Yeah.
I'll show you the way. And he's already won this FA Cup.
That decision making, isn't it? Mansfield were effort and balls into the box and fight, and anything drops. That was just sheer quality.
That's what you pay for.
Moving, whack. Beautiful finish to win the game.
Yeah,
65 million, by the way. It's worth every penny.
Absolutely, even in games like this, because they've got themselves into the quarter-final.
You played against the best team in the country at the minute, and you gave them such a good game. What did you make of your performance? You threw everything at it.
Yeah, the gaffer said just have a go, and I think that's what we've done today. We just had a go from minute one, and I think we've created probably many more chances than we thought we would. And look, they've just got two rockets, and you can't do anything about that. We probably should have made more of our chances, but you can't fault the lads' work rate, and like the gaffer said, just have a go, and that's what we've done.
Yeah, 2 great goals from them, but talk me through the finish. It turned them inside out. It was a lovely one, wasn't it?
Was it that good? No, yeah, obviously I was gutted to not start the game, and then I've just thought if I get any chance today, I've got to just got to prove a point, I suppose. Not just to the team, but to myself as well. It's typical me to go on a bit of a goal drought in the league and then come on for half a game and score against Arsenal. So yeah, the ball broke to me. He didn't press me, and I thought get it onto my left foot, and it's just the gaffer drums on about it low and hard, and luckily it's gone in the far corner.
You were only on for 4 minutes when you got that one. And talk to me, you're an Arsenal fan. How was it today? Sure, lining up against players I'm sure you support when you're not playing for Mansfield. Enjoyed it?
I have, yeah. It's the dream. Since I was a kid, I've always said either play for Arsenal or play against Arsenal, and today I've managed to do that. And yeah, it was just a dream, just being around it from once I got to the ground. Really, you've seen the atmosphere today, and you just got to enjoy every minute, and that's what I've done. So I can say I've played against Arsenal now, and dream come true, yeah.
And you've had a proper journey in your career to get to this point. Have you allowed yourself during any of this? I know you've been there in cups before, but during these games, do you allow yourself to have a look at the journey that you've been on? Because it's different to a lot of players.
Yeah, everyone does say that to me, but what football's like. It's thick and fast. It's on to the next game, and we go Tuesday, Saturday night to the end of the season, so you don't really have much time to take it all in. you know, one day I might just go through my old goals and enjoy the moment. But listen, as good as the atmosphere and the game and the occasion was today, we've got to shift our focus to Tuesday now, and I suppose that's what we're going to have to do.
You've given us some special moments this FA Cup. I've got a Player of the Match trophy for you that you'll be getting shortly, but well done. You've done your town and the club proud.
Cheers, thank you.
Certainly a day that those players are always going to remember. It is brilliant that Rhys Oates is taking home the Player of the Match trophy. Could you have asked for more?
Not from the players today. I thought the effort that they gave was absolutely incredible, and we wanted to make it a proper cup tie and a tough game for Arsenal, make it uncomfortable, and I thought we did that. We probably had a few more situations and chances than we anticipated before the game. First 15 minutes of the game, we could have got a goal, and then certainly at the start of the second half when we got one as well, we had another couple of situations. Our goalie had to make a few good saves, and they did miss a few chances as well. That's, you have to stay in the game, you have to get away with that. But overall, lads were fantastic.
Did you honestly expect to create as many as you did against Arsenal? We're going to show you quite a few of them now.
No, you know, we cut in from this angle quite a bit and we're so close. You just need a break in the box as well. Lovely strike, great save. But I think we set the tone early on as well, saying, you know, we didn't want to make it sort of this where Arsenal had 80% possession and they just dictated the game. There's no point, and then they just picked us off. So we wanted to, for our crowd as well, they want us to be. I thought this was the best situation.
This was
I thought this was the one. You have to either pull it back or something, or keep going or something. I thought it was a brilliant one, and we're inches away from that one as well. Is that just decisions in the final third?
Yeah, of course.
Just that, we always have that problem. We have it week in, week out. Yeah. You know, we're a League One side, and even the little header at the end from Oliver. You know, on a different day, he could have diverted it in. But you know, the number of efforts we've had today, absolutely brilliant. And say Arsenal, I hope Arsenal know they've been in a game.
Oh, I'm sure they certainly do. We were talking about how the FA Cup is all about moments and memories, and this is one memory the fans are going to keep forever.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he just capitalises on the mistake, but it's because we're pressing and because we're on the front foot that we get the situation. And yeah, he took it away great.
And Nigel, do you think that's a little bit of the fact that you didn't start him? You didn't start him. It's like, okay, but you know you're going to need him.
Oh yeah,
he's come off the bench wanting to prove to you, I should be starting this game.
We're very close to starting, probably on Wednesday, middle of the week. He was starting, and then we just thought we'll go with Tyler and Oatesy, and Tyler just might come off and cause a few more problems in a different sort of way. But once Tyler felt his calf at half-time, Will's first on.
Yeah. I think the fact that you were really positive and you just didn't sit back.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a brilliant attitude already. And I think the biggest compliment Arsenal can pay to yourselves is the forward line that they finished the pitch with, you know, finished the end of the game with, you know, bringing on Saka, bringing on Eze, they've got Martinelli, they've got Madueke, you know, they are stacked, and you're still in the game right into the final whistle.
That's it, which we're very, very proud of, and that was the thing, hang on in there. We said to the lads as well, if we do concede, don't concede that second one. And then it goes 2-3, and then they can bring a couple of youngsters on maybe, and it becomes a little bit too easy. But no, I don't think it ever got to that stage.
No, it didn't at all. And what's your thought process now, Nigel? Because you've got, as you said before the game, you've got a massive game come Tuesday.
Yes.
What is your plans now for the team? Do they get day off tomorrow, or are you right back into it?
No, they'll get a couple of days off.
Okay.
And what we do is we come in Tuesday morning and we just have a very light half an hour. But we find it's beneficial with home games that they get the 48 hours rest.
Yes.
Especially after today. Pitch is difficult to say the least, and when you're running on it, it takes a little bit more out of you. So the lads get 48 hours rest, get ready for on
and this
Tuesday
type
morning.
Of support again, hopefully.
I hope so. Honestly, they've been magnificent. Honestly, for 5 odd years, we've never experienced anything like it. Home and away as well. Our away following is incredible, and I'm so little bit. We've got this nagging thing in that we could have done it today. We could have done it. Extremely proud of everything and how close we got. But we could have done it. But everybody's had it. I think they've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you can take that feeling and put it back into the league form and get the frustration out there potentially.
I hope so.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
No,
really
thank
do
you.
appreciate
Thank you.
it.
I'm glad it was a good game for you.
It was. We
Good
thoroughly
memories.
enjoyed it.
Mansfield lived up to the billing. We talked about Rhys Oates and his pace, and he caused Arsenal quite a few problems. Roberts shooting from distance. It's been an examination of this Arsenal team and their squad, but they've come through it to be leading at half-time, and it's really important that they get that goal.
Yeah, just at the halfway point, Noni Madueke, but it took 41 minutes, Macca.
Yeah, it did. Nice shot, good save by the goalkeeper, Martinelli. Resurfaces as well, and as it falls to Madueke, he gets really good contact, whether it just clips off Roberts' shin, I don't know, but he wasn't going to divert it much anyway. He really catches hold of it. And Arsenal have just got that little bit more class, haven't they? Mansfield have been great. The effort closing down Arsenal, making it difficult, but when they have a little tiny bit of space, Arsenal, they have made the better chances. But it's been a really nice contest for the first 45 minutes.
It has, and let's have a look at some of their chances, because whilst you are only a goal behind, there is always a chance to get yourself back into it.
Yeah, and they've shown that. I mean, look, this is Oates out on the wing here, and he gets past the defender there, and he puts the ball in the box. I think that Kepa does incredibly well to get a hand on that, and then they're following in, and it was a bit of Roy the Rover stuff.
Yeah, it was,
from Mansfield. And I think these young lads have okay, do you know what? We want to show that we belong at this level against this sort of opposition, and they've really equipped themselves. It looked really dangerous, Matt.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. They haven't. Now Arsenal gone to a back four, they look a little bit more organised, but I think early on, these type of moments, they looked a little bit vulnerable at Arsenal at one stage, because they had three at the back and they made chances, Mansfield, and it was just all effort and determination and getting the ball. This was a good opportunity, but as is always the case when you start going down the leagues, it's the final ball, it's the decision making, and that's the hard part. That's the hard part, to get it right, and Arsenal have just shaded it in that respect, in the better chances in the final third.
It's a good call. Oates has got that endeavour, that determination. He's just got to sort out his feet in those sorts of areas when he gets there.